I did a live stream about this opinion of mine. The opinion is we don't need fragrances. Now that might sound ridiculous and kind of obvious, but it's true. I mean, if we really just look at it for what it is, fragrance is one of the quintessential examples of luxury. However, it is beautiful to realize the joy that something can bring us while knowing that we don't actually need it. We can do without it. And this makes it more special. We don't need to be shackled to it in order to feel like we're committed. That can manifest in hoarding and collecting mindlessly in somewhat of an addictive way. I think a lot of us can relate to this. Ironically enough, my detachment from being obsessed about getting fragrances makes me love them more. I believe that fragrance is made to do more than make other people like us. I'm gonna let that sink in. Fragrance is made to do more than make other people like us. Now, I understand, and I can relate to this, that many of us, if not most of us, get into this hobby by way of YouTube for the express purpose of becoming more likable or more appealing or more attractive to people. I don't believe this is a terrible place to start because you gotta start somewhere, and it's fun. It actually makes it a very fun entry point into the hobby. But I think you and I both know that this is the surface. Yeah, we start at the surface, but I don't think we're supposed to stay there. If we continue to experience new fragrances, collect them, I think we need to start to graduate at some point, especially as we start to collect fragrances that we actually like. Hopefully you're doing that. Even better, ones that you love. And this is kind of where the general state of fragrance videos on YouTube is stuck right now. Unfortunately, one thing that Fragcom on YouTube has done to fragrance is water it down. It's watered it down into a popularity contest or get sexy quick schemes, or even a false replacement for style, personality, and self-confidence.
That one kind of burns.
As I always say, if you absolutely and categorically love a fragrance that you choose to wear, you'll feel more confident. You'll wear it with confidence. And that might possibly attract more compliments.
Imagine that.
In other words, when you stop seeking them, you'll start finding them. Check out this video about compliments for more on that idea. Now, I really don't want to use this video as a lecture. I know it's kind of seemed that way, but I really want to use this video as a means to learn from you guys, to gauge where you're currently at in your fragrance journey as it relates to the types of content that you consume on a regular basis. Seeing as how some of the aforementioned topics like compliments, smelling sexy to women, making her melt, I'm seeing that all over the place. Seeing how that's seemingly more and more popular than it's ever been. If you actively watch these types of videos, which is not a bad thing, I'm just looking to find out what you're looking for when you watch them. Is it simply fragrance recommendations? A part of me thinks that it's not, but a lot of you guys would say it is. But it makes me wonder, how much does the vehicle for new fragrance recommendations matter to you? In other words, for example, are you more drawn to a video that promises 10 fragrances that will guarantee you compliments versus a video that offers the same 10 fragrances but is tailored around fragrances with which to be alluring on a night out? Do you see the difference between the two? One of them is about what the fragrances can do for you, like guaranteeing compliments, and the other is about what you can do with your fragrance, because you have to do the work. Again, I ask this because of the numbers. The numbers show where the interest lies. And it is still a little bit baffling to me to see so much interest at the surface. What are we really looking for here? Is it the fragrances or is it something else? Just curious. I'd love for you to chime in down in the comments about what keeps you coming back to these videos or what keeps you away from them. Not trying to create division, but I am somewhat looking for a polarized discussion. I'd like to hear both sides. All this to say, I'm trying to figure out if we can water up Fragcom. That's it. Let's continue to talk down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.